Hello and welcome to English Flow, the podcast for learners who want to speak English with more confidence and joy. I'm Mark, and I'm here to help you speak English more naturally step by step, day by day. I will be speaking slowly and clearly so you can follow me and repeat after me. In today's episode, we are going to talk about something very simple but very powerful: how to have conversations at restaurants in English. Even if your life is busy, even if you feel shy, even if you've never ordered food in English before. Many people think they need perfect English to eat at restaurants, but that's not true. You don't need to live in New York. You don't need a native speaker waiter. You don't need to study for hours every night. What you need are small, smart phrases. Phrases that are easy to repeat. Phrases that fit into real restaurant situations. Phrases that help you feel more comfortable, more natural, and more confident ordering food. So let's begin. Let's start with a simple question. What is restaurant English? Maybe you have heard restaurant vocabulary before. Maybe you haven't. Restaurant English is one of the best ways to practice real conversations. It's simple and very powerful. Here is how it works. You listen to restaurant conversations like the ones I will teach you today, and you try to repeat exactly what they say. You don't stop. You don't translate in your mind. You don't look at a dictionary. You just copy the sound like an echo. You try to say the words at the same speed, with the same tone, and the same polite rhythm as restaurant customers. Let's try it together. I'll say a restaurant phrase and you repeat after me. Table for two, please. Now you repeat. I'd like the chicken, please. Now you repeat. Can I get the check? Now you repeat. Very good. That's it. That's restaurant English. At first, it feels a little strange. You may not understand every food word you hear. That's okay. Restaurant conversation is not about understanding every word. It's about communicating clearly and politely. It helps you get used to how restaurant English sounds, how it moves, how it feels in your mouth when you're hungry. If you do this often, even 5 minutes a day, you will start to order faster, more clearly, and more naturally. It's a small habit with big results. Now let's talk about the main question. How can you order food in English with confidence? Many students tell me, "Hope, I want to eat out, but I don't have time. I'm always nervous. I feel embarrassed when I mispronounce food names. I don't know how to start." And I always say, you don't need a lot of time. You don't need perfect pronunciation. You don't need to wait for the right moment. You just need to begin. Let me give you 5 simple and powerful restaurant conversations you can use every single day in your real life, wherever you are. Tip number 1. Arriving at the restaurant. This is the most important step. If you want to feel confident, you must know how to get a table. Every restaurant visit starts the same way. Listening helps you learn the rhythm. It trains your ears to understand restaurant staff, and it helps you get used to how real servers speak, not just the English in textbooks. So how can you do it? You can practice these phrases. Do you have a table available? Now you repeat. Table for two, please. Now you repeat. How long is the wait? Now you repeat. We have a reservation under Smith. Now you repeat. You don't need to understand 100%. Just let the host help you. Even if you understand only 50%, it's still useful. You can practice while you walk, while you cook, while you rest. Just 5 minutes a day is enough to make a difference. Make restaurant English your daily practice. Tip number 2, ordering drinks and appetizers. Now that you're seated, the next step is use your voice with the server. Ordering is great, but asking questions, that's how you get what you want. After you sit down, repeat these phrases. What do you recommend? Now you repeat. Can I start with water, please? Now you repeat. What appetizers do you have? Now you repeat. I'll have the soup, please. Now you repeat. Do this daily. Repeat the same restaurant phrases again and again. You will notice that your ordering becomes smoother, your pronunciation becomes clearer, you feel more confident. And remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be practiced. Tip number 3, ordering main courses, one dish at a time. This is one of the biggest steps you can take. Start ordering in English. At first, it's difficult. You want to translate from your native language, but restaurant servers speak fast, and translation slows you down. So how do we begin ordering in English? Start with short, simple phrases. Say them in your mind before the server comes. When you're ready, I'll have the chicken, please. Now you repeat. Can I get that medium, please? Now you repeat. No onions, please. Now you repeat. Does that come with rice? Now you repeat. These are small orders, but they help your brain connect directly to restaurant English. No translation, no delay. Later, try to say them out loud. Just practice quietly. It's like a daily conversation with yourself in restaurant English. Tip number 4, asking for changes and extras. Speak your needs clearly. Asking for modifications is good, but asking politely is better. It helps your server understand exactly what you want. Choose simple requests. No salt, please. Now you repeat. Extra sauce on the side. Now you repeat. Can you make that mild, please? Now you repeat. I'm allergic to nuts. Now you repeat. Read these slowly, clearly. Then read them again a little faster. Then again with more confidence. Imagine you are a customer. This helps your pronunciation, your fluency, and your confidence. It's like going to the gym, but for your restaurant speaking muscles. Tip number 5, paying and leaving. Use restaurant English in your real situations. Let me tell you something very important. If you want to speak English well at restaurants, you should not only study restaurant vocabulary. You should live with restaurant thinking. What do I mean by that? I mean that restaurant English should not just be something you do for 30 minutes before traveling. It should not only happen in your English classroom. It should become part of your real eating life, just like choosing what to eat or reading reviews. The more you see restaurant English, hear restaurant English, and use restaurant English in your life, the more natural it will become. Now let me give you some easy ways to do this, even if you are very busy. First, practice the payment conversation. Can I get the check, please? Now you repeat. How much is the tip? Now you repeat. Can I pay with card? Now you repeat. Thank you. The food was delicious. Now you repeat. Everything was great. Now you repeat. You probably eat at restaurants sometimes, so why not use that time to learn? When you practice payment phrases, you use English every time you finish eating. You will learn phrases like separate checks, cash or card, here's your receipt. You don't need to study these phrases. You just use them when thinking about real restaurant visits, and soon your brain remembers. It becomes natural. This is called practical learning, and it's very helpful. Now let me give you a complete restaurant conversation from start to finish. Listen carefully and repeat each phrase after me. This is how natives really talk at restaurants. Arriving at the restaurant. Hi, do you have a table for two? Now you repeat. Yes, right this way. Now you repeat. Thank you. Now you repeat. Ordering drinks. What can I get you to drink? Now you repeat. I'll have water, please. Now you repeat. And for you. Now you repeat. Coffee, please. Now you repeat. Great, I'll be right back with those. Now you repeat. Looking at the menu. Are you ready to order? Now you repeat. Can you give us a few more minutes? Now you repeat. Of course, take your time. Now you repeat. What do you recommend? Now you repeat. The salmon is very popular. Now you repeat. That sounds good. Now you repeat. Ordering food. Okay, are you ready now? Now you repeat. Yes, I'll have the salmon, please. Now you repeat. How would you like that cooked? Now you repeat. Medium, please. Now you repeat. And for you. Now you repeat. I'll have the chicken. Now you repeat. Any sides with that? Now you repeat. Can I get vegetables instead of fries? Now you repeat. No problem. Anything else? Now you repeat. That's all, thank you. Now you repeat. During the meal. How is everything? Now you repeat. It's delicious, thank you. Now you repeat. Great. Let me know if you need anything. Now you repeat. Paying the bill. Can we get the check, please? Now you repeat. Of course, here you go. Now you repeat. Can I pay with card? Now you repeat. Absolutely, I'll take that for you. Now you repeat. Thank you, the service was excellent. Now you repeat. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Now you repeat. You too. Now you repeat. Very good. You just practiced a complete restaurant conversation from start to finish. These aren't textbook phrases. These are real English from real restaurants. Okay, using restaurant English in your daily life is not difficult. It doesn't take much time. You don't need a teacher to do it. And here's the secret: turn small daily food actions into English practice. Instead of thinking about dinner in your native language, think, what should I have for dinner? Instead of reading menus in your mother tongue, try it in English. Instead of watching 5 minutes of cooking shows in your own language, watch 5 minutes in English. These small actions build strong habits, and strong habits create confident restaurant customers. So remember, make restaurant English part of your life. Let it be in your food thoughts, your meal planning, your ordering practice, and your payment phrases. Let it be part of who you are, not just what you study. When you do this, restaurant English will not feel like homework. It will feel like something you live with, and that's when real confidence begins. Your homework this week: practice one restaurant conversation every day. Choose a simple scenario like ordering coffee or asking for the check. Practice it until it feels natural. Then try it in a real restaurant. Remember, every phrase you practice, every conversation you repeat, every order you place, it all helps you feel more confident when you travel or eat out. You are building real skills for real situations. Thank you for practicing with me today. Keep listening to Restaurant English, keep practicing these natural phrases, and keep building your confidence one order at a time. Until next time, keep it delicious, and remember, you've got this.